This, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is from a third grade girl in Chicago. I want to invent a machine that will take me back in time so my shadow can ring the bell of peace in the first person's ear. This is from a second grade girl in Kalamazoo. I'm 5 years old and I'm in Mexico. My mom is making me a big pie to swim in. My hair is covered in apples. My aunt is kissing her boyfriend, who looks like a dog. He smells like dirt and dust. He doesn't know how to love a woman. This is Julianne in the bone marrow unit, Zion, Illinois. First I will say, the quote that begins my second book goes like this. For my old world dame who was not born, she sensed I needed her, slipped down from some 17th century painting, and started off across the earth to find me. This is Julianne in the bone marrow unit, Zion, Illinois. Ah, dame, I don't know how else to love you, so I just start juggling. I'm on the street 3 floors below your hospital room, lofting fish or birds that graze against my hands and fly off. I'm juggling cancer cells and carnations, slipping in that bowling pin we snuck out of that alley in Maine. Then I'm juggling freight trains and angels and elephants, dropping them all. I don't care. So long as you stand near your high window and laugh. So long as you stand near your hospital bed, clapping your hands. And this is called Our Romance. I'm beside my father at a red light on Alter and Kercheval as a boy. My booze lamp pops saying, you couldn't kill someone if you had to a son axed in half by tenderness. Pops who bare-knuckle brawls with his grown boy to punch breathing holes through his armor and love me through them. Who welts my arm and jaw with blows as I do my Sugar Ray, duck and weave and spring in under his oak fist, cup my hand around his cheek and stop everything. See, he is trying to hold his son with blows. He snaps a straight jab, whips a left and right hook. It looks like he's trying to wrap his boy tenderly up, if you could only see it in slow motion. Pops who have headlocks his son after, laughing as if someone's using a rough knife to carve the sounds out of him. I'd kick your ass in a fight, he says. You want to know why? Yeah, I want to know why. Because you won't hit your old man, but your old man will hit you. Pops who has a knife wound slashed like a strap from his shoulder to his opposite hip, who gave up drinking to throw iron and swing laps. He flexes his gladiator chest in our living room, his boys on either side cupping their hands around his rock biceps, tracing their hands along his sloping lats. Pops who used to hand me his coat when he got home and then sucker punch me in the gut. We're going into the yard. I've got to kick your ass before you get any bigger. Patsy, I'm taking Johnny into the yard to kick his ass. Laughing, throwing his arm around my neck. Only you better watch out. I fight dirty. Pops, whose ma died when he was 6 months old, who danced on barroom tables to get money to go to St. Joe's. Danced until his dad's cigarette-toothed friends sprinkled coins at his feet. Until one day in the alley near the kitchen door, old lady Bernadini shouted back into the bar, Francis, it's that Rybicki boy here to beg again. I'm back home and he's loving me. I mean, really loving me. Staggering from the garage to the kitchen with his arm around my neck when he turns like a man on a wedding cake and slaps me one full in the face. Slap me back again, he says, his light blue eyes beaming. It's so good to see my boy. We're face to face. I can't hit what I love. He smacks me again, not too hard, but hard enough. I slap him back. Come on, harder, he says, and whacks me one full in the face. Something like tenderness breaking open in him. Come on, Pop says, I want to feel alive. And I'll end with just one quieter poem, tiny. think it's within my time frame. This is called Fire Song. Lord, tilt your lamps so the oil flows up out of man. Take away this relentless burning. Let your stars sip on my fire like tea. Take the scalding light back into heaven, where bodies are built for such things. Thank you.